Shout out to the Tough Tiger Talk Nation. We in this thing. Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all joining me for this episode of Tough Tiger Talk. We up in this thing. And what's interesting now, we got the word more than a few days ago that LSU, number 17th ranked currently in the ranking system, will face Purdue in the Camping World Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And it'll be interesting as LSU looks for its 10th win of the season. This is just like a preview. The game is still ways out and won't be played to January the 2nd on ABC at noontime. So we'll get a noontime appearance. Now, we'll do another preview. This is just an original one because, of course, some players won't be able to play in this matchup, and we'll have more later on as the season, as we get closer to the Citrus Bowl. So congratulations to the LSU Tigers. In a nutshell, man, from worst to first, literally, they went from worst to first and represented the SEC West, taking out Alabama, Ole Miss along the way. So, I mean, really proud of my LSU Tigers, despite the fact that they did lose to Texas A&M on the back of the season. They got plastered by both Texas A&M and Georgia, but could break a back of the season 2-game losing streak by getting the 10th win of the season against Purdue. So let's do a quick preview of this thing and let's go over some information right here as provided here. So please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make Tough Tiger Talk one of your favorite LSU podcasts. We up in this thing. So here it is right here. LSU to face Purdue in the Citrus Bowl, and it'll be intriguing. And they'll face them, like I said, in Orlando, Florida. That's where the game will be played. June the 2nd at noon on ABC. Stadium is Camping World Stadium. It'll be the first matchup between the two teams. LSU ranked number 17 right now. They 9-4, lost to Georgia in the SEC championship game. The defeat with LSU second in a row after suffering that upset against Texas A&M the week before. Purdue, on the other hand, are 8-5, also lost in its conference title game on Saturday, losing to the number 2 Michigan team in the Big Ten championship, 43-22. This will be the 6th time LSU has appeared in the Citrus Bowl. The last time the Tigers played was on New Year's Day back in 2018. They lost to Brian Kelly's Notre Dame team. So could you picture that? 21-17, and it's Kelly's first season as a coach of LSU. So LSU's bowl appearance comes after the Tigers were ranked number 5 in the college football playoff rankings. Just a week left in the regular season, but after losses to Texas A&M and Georgia consecutive weeks has pushed them all the way down to 17. So they're out of consideration for New Year's 6 bowl appearance, but that's all right. We know there's a lot left in the tank in the upcoming season. A lot of people knew coming into the season that LSU, with Brian Kelly, who's a perennial winner, is one thing that he does have the ability to do, and that's build on top of success. Is one of his gifts that went all the way back to his earlier times coaching, and he was able to bring that everywhere. And now LSU doing what he did, getting to the representing the Western Conference or Western side of things and the SEC side of events, going to the SEC championship against Georgia, and even though they didn't win, it did build a success model here. Now, we did have some very unsatisfying losses. The Florida State loss early in the season, but beyond that, this season was an absolute success as we looked to put the 10th win of the season against the Purdue Boilermakers. So, by all accounts, all of the people that were taking shots at Jaden Daniels, at Coach Brian Kelly, you got to give him props on this one, man. He did a wonderful job. Let's look at the preview early on. Like I said, 9-4 LSU looking for that 10th win. It'll be on the 2nd of January at 12 p.m. against the 8-5 Boilermakers. Jaden Daniels, now, word on the street is that they're going to try to get Jaden Daniels to play in this game. On the previous interview that we uploaded on this channel, you can check that out, family. Check out that latest interview right there where he was talking about the selection for LSU in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. He did talk about Jaden Daniels, and they're going to attempt to put Jaden Daniels in this game. Don't be surprised if you see Garrett as well in the game. So they're going to try, but he is the top rusher for the team with 818 with 11 rushing touchdowns, and of course 16 touchdowns through the air, 3 interceptions, with almost 2,800 yards passing for Jaden Daniels. Was really banged up in the Georgia game. Would have loved to see what he looked like healthy against the Georgia Bulldogs in that matchup, but unfortunately that he suffered that injury. But One game left in the season, and it does appear that LSU will try to put Jaden Daniels in now to kind of finish out the season. Now, for the Boilermakers, their quarterback is O'Connell, Aiden O'Connell. He's 320 for 499 for almost 3,500 yards, 22 touchdowns against 13 interceptions. Their top rushing back is Maccabee for almost, just 80 yards shy of getting 1,000 yards rushing. He has 9 touchdowns, so a pretty solid running back. For the Tigers, Malik Neighbors is the top wide receiver this year, having a great season. 63 catches for 854, 2 touchdowns. And Jones is their top guy, 110 catches for this guy. Watch out for Charlie Jones, 110 catches for 1,361 with 12 touchdowns, man. Keep an eye out on that kid. And of course, you look at points per game, LSU, 32.3 is what they're scoring and giving up almost 24 points per contest versus the Boilermakers at 28 a game and giving up 24.6. LSU total yards, 442.5 versus 410.3 by the Boilermakers, 262 of it through the air, almost 181 on the ground by LSU. Boilermakers 287.2 through the air and 123 on the ground. Now the defense, LSU's defense are allowing almost 362 yards per contest, 209 through the air and 152.5 on the ground, which is not good at all. We have to definitely clean that up against the Boilermakers. They have some good skill set players. The Boilermakers defense, 350 is what they give up, almost 214 through the air and 136 on the ground. And like we said, LSU coming off a 2-game losing streak to Texas A&M and Georgia, while Purdue just won, and that's to Michigan for that championship game. So LSU and Purdue in the Citrus Bowl. So I want you guys to put in the comments section what the score is going to be. I do think LSU will beat the Boilermakers. I think they'll come out more focused in this game to try to finish the season on a high note. We know Coach Kelly will see to his team is prepared for this matchup. He wants a win going on out, and it'll definitely help with the recruiting as the transfer portal is open, and we'll continue to update you on the news and notes on LSU. So y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also, very importantly, hit that notification bell as well to stay abreast on all the news from LSU. So with that being said, I want y'all to do me a favor. Put in the comment section below your idea, your thoughts on even though the season's not done yet, tell me what you think about LSU. How did they get the win against Purdue? What's your score in the matchup? Do you think Jaden Daniels plays the game, or should he play? Put all that in the comment section. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you guys. I'm Big Q, and I appreciate you chiming in. I'm holler at you guys on the next one. Go Tigers.